We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Hope all is truly well. In the Carmelo Anthony case, he has been found guilty of murder. CBS News has full coverage of the trial and the verdict. Let's take a listen.
Manslaughter charge under a murder guilty verdict. Anthony faces a punishment range 5 to 99 years or prison, and sentencing could begin right away since the jury came back so quickly. Let's go ahead and now go to CBS News correspondent Jonah Kaplan on the phone from McKinney, Texas, north of Dallas. So, Jonah, what is it like where you are?
You know, I've been speaking to so many people here, and even if they didn't know the people involved personally, this is very personal. And if you think about any of these high-profile cases, what is it about them that resonates? Sometimes it's the law. Does a verdict show new reaches or new interpretations of the law? Or does it reveal something more about the state of the community, the state of society? And here it's clear that it's the latter. You had two young men, two teenagers, both involved in high school sports, and an altercation led to deadly violence. How it started, what those individuals were thinking in that altercation, that's ultimately what the defense and prosecutors tried to argue, and the burden of proof was on the prosecutors to prove that this gentleman, this young man, Carmelo Anthony, who now is 19 years old.
No, they just dropped this. You know, I couldn't have did that. Mean I would have been restraining them. No, they dropped this like 7 minutes ago. But they've been, hey, good afternoon, Mrs. Baker. Happy Tuesday to you. You know, but they had been broke the news though, because I've been watching the coverage already. You know what I'm saying? So, they deliberated within 3 hours of the guilty verdict. Now they're saying that the jury, the same jury that convicted him, now they're going to sentence him with that same jury. Now think about all that. They already found him guilty of murder. Now that same jury that found him guilty, now the fate of how long he sits up in jail rests on them. Now, I'm not familiar with the laws down there in Texas, but I'm sure it's going to be someone up in the chat that is from Texas that actually knows the law and how much time would it carry with a guilty verdict of murder. You know, I don't know, so I won't speak on that part of it. I heard some people saying it could start from 5 years to life. But again, I'm not sure. That's just a legend. You said the judge would determine the sentence, but they said they did say the jury was going to deliberate on how much time he gets. So I don't know. Let me just listen to this right there, because I'm sure they're going to break that part down too.
The intent that when he pulled out his knife, he meant to kill this young man, this young other teenager, Austin Metcalf, 17 years old. And so what you're seeing is a group of people here who say, no, this is not a fair verdict. How could you say that it was a murder charge when this was an altercation? It was a scuffle. He feared for his life. These are emotional teenagers. And the other side saying this has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do with any racial divide or anything more than just a teenager was pissed off and got carried away and wanted to kill a rival.
And so, Jonah, I had mentioned that the judge had allowed the jury to consider manslaughter. So let's talk about the definitions, because obviously the jury went to the murder charge, first-degree felony. According to Texas law, it's when the defendant intentionally or knowingly causes the death of an individual. Manslaughter is when the defendant recklessly causes the death of an individual. And obviously they had vastly different sentencing guidelines as well. Murder is 5 to 99 years or life in prison. Manslaughter would bring 2 to 20 years in prison. So let's talk about the sentencing, because we've been discussing the fact that Anthony had chosen the jury to decide his sentencing. Do you expect that we will know that in short order?
Well, that's certainly, a big change, right? I mean, we're talking for a 19-year-old young man, 20 years versus life in prison. Even if it's on the shorter side, he's
Again, I don't agree with them charging him with murder. I think if they were still gonna charge him with manslaughter, and let the chips fall where they may from there, right? But let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. We talking about Texas. We talking about Texas, ladies and gentlemen. I said it from the jump. I didn't feel like this young man was going to get a fair trial from the start.
he's not coming out then until he's nearly 40 years old. And so this is a very heavy ask and a big deal, considering what the number of years are going to be. In terms of that intent, let's go back to that, because one of the pieces of evidence that the prosecutors argued was that the stab wound in itself was a deep stab wound. You're talking about up to 2 inches into the body. And therefore, they say that proves that Carmelo Anthony wanted to kill this person. He didn't want to injure him. He didn't want to just, shoo him away or kind of scare.
I disagree. To me, that don't mean nothing. That means that he just wanted him to get the hell on, and he was full of adrenaline in the situation. Yes, I can honestly say without a shadow of a doubt, it was reckless on that aspect of it. Do I seriously think that he went intentionally to unalive the young man? No, I'm still going to stand on that. Well,
Scare him off with the knife, but he wanted to kill him. And that is what the jury then decided. That was proven beyond a reasonable doubt, that was the intent of Carmelo Anthony all along, that the knife was not used just as a deterrent, but instead as a tool to kill and inflict maximum damage.
And we know that from our CBS News Texas station reported that Carmelo Anthony broke down in tears when the verdict was read. His family in the courtroom also cried. They also reported that Austin Metcalf's twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, was in the courtroom for that verdict being read for the first time. Jonah, any other moments from the trial that stuck out to you that you think we should know about that led us to this?
Well, it's interesting that Carmelo Anthony did not take the stand in his own defense. He could have chosen, his attorneys could have chosen to give him the opportunity to speak about his experience and what he remembers from that experience. And so instead, the first-hand witnesses were the other teenagers that were there in this tent and that witnessed the altercation.
You know what? I actually don't have a problem with him not even saying anything, because again, he was in defense. He was in fear of his life. He did what he did. He did what he needed to do, self-preservation, right? So you try to take that away from the young man to say, well, okay, fine. Maybe he was a little reckless with the self-preservation part, but hey, it's either him or me or him. And guess what? You're supposed to choose you all day long. So if I got to go to jail for defending myself and being in the moment right then and there, then hey, but it's still going to be at the end of the day self-defense. It ain't going to be like I just wanted to put him down so he get the hell on up off of me. Now, I'm not coming in to try to just take a person all the way out, but now, if you try to take me all the way out, now, eye for an eye, that's the way I see things. Let's not kid ourselves. Somebody trying to really rub you on out, you gonna play with them? Because they damn sure ain't playing with you. No, now it's my turn to try to rub you on out. But they should have gave this young man manslaughter, if anything, not charge him for murder with it.
And look, when we talk about, again, why
They
this is so
came back
personal,
too quick,
for a lot of
bro.
the
3 hours.
people in this crowd, the question is,
Think about it. They came back with the verdict. They already made up their mind already, ladies and gentlemen. They came back with the verdict. They only deliberated for 3 hours. If they don't tell you what you need to know, then I don't know what. They already had decided since day one of the trial. They already decided. They already decided. That's why they came back so quick with the verdict. And now they moving right along to the sentencing part of it. They not wasting no time. They trying to put that young man behind bars and ain't trying to give him a chance to fight for his damn freedom.
is why was, maybe Austin Metcalf's friend's version of events more believable than Carmelo Anthony? Was it, did the jury not trust Carmelo Anthony enough? And is that a greater indicator of other suspicions and maybe some inherent racism in society? A lot of people here would say yes. And that this verdict shows that is the divide we still have to come over. This, like many other trials, sometimes it's about the law, but other times it's about something that is much greater. It's a microcosm for other issues going on. And I think that's what we're saying here. And the other key to this is not just now what happens with the sentencing, but how are the emotions going to materialize and manifest? And you hope that more emotions don't turn into more violence.
Okay, Jonah Kaplan, thank you, and keep us posted.
You don't think it's gonna be violent? They already do. They ain't got started yet. No, Uncle Will, I haven't seen the pic with the judge. Shit, hell, I ain't even. I hardly other than the sketch artist that sketched the whole inside of the jail. But like, I've never saw him. I just hope that his lawyers is on top of this and actually try to make their appeals, do what they need to do. Because again, and I said this from day one when it even started, I said that I didn't feel like they was going to give this young man a fair trial. And look at where we at right now. I'm not here to promote violence or anything like that. So let me be clear. Cooler heads do prevail. I understand emotions is running high right now at this point. You hope for the best, but expect the worst. I hate to even say it that way, but it really is what it is. You hope for the best, but expect the worst. And again, I mean, a lot of us, and let's just be honest, a lot of us already saw that it was a fixed fight from the beginning. That they was not going to give this young man a fair trial. They was not. And again, like I said, I hope that his attorneys most definitely keep fighting for that young man because he is worth it. I don't agree with them charging him with guilty of murder. I think they should have charged him with manslaughter. Now, I think the consensus of people, even though they would have rather him just been not guilty. Let's just be totally honest on that. But if he still had to catch a charge, okay, give him manslaughter. Okay, give him manslaughter. Especially if he has never been in trouble up to this point. I mean, really? The young man has never been in trouble up into that point, ladies and gentlemen. So you mean to tell me that it's not far-fetched for him not to get a chance? What is we talking about here? That young man deserves a chance. Come on now. No, Ms. Ross, it wasn't fair from the start. It wasn't fair from the start. And I already had a sense about how this trial was going to go. Yeah, I sensed it from day one. I just said, they not going to get this young man a fair trial. I kept saying that in my mind. And I was hoping that I was wrong. I was hoping that the young man would get a fair trial. No, he never did. He never did. Yep, Ms. Roz, and they wanted it that way, and they made an excuse because the three black, even though they may have gave a response like, "Look, we gonna be biased as hell. He getting off." Not to that effect, but just insinuating that they wasn't gonna be unbiased in the whole thing. I believe, hey, Insatiable, good evening. God bless you, bro. Hope all is well with you. And you already know, Ms. Ross, more than likely, they're gonna appeal that. Unfortunately, you're right, Uncle Will. Unfortunately, you're right, man. Unfortunately, you are absolutely correct. It's not fair for this young man. Like I said, it's unfortunate that the other young man had to lose his life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to forget that part, right? I wish that the young man didn't even have a knife and he would just fought him straight up. See, a fight, okay, you could that's just a punk ass misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he fuck you up, you fuck him up, then that's the end of it, right? But with a knife, and any type of weapons, it's still dicey. But again, he has every right to defend himself. I wish he didn't have a knife. I wish he just would have fought. If I'm going to be totally honest, I wish the knife was never in play and they just would have fought with bare knuckles. You think so? Well, yeah. They'd let him go scot-free. Now that's where the community would have an outrage right there. Wait a minute, hold on. So you mean to tell me my black son can murder your white boy and he get life, but if my white boy murder your black son, he gets off with a manslaughter charge and he goes and be able to live his life, without doing some extensive time in prison? Like, I would be totally outraged with that. Really? Really? Is that what we doing? They both do the same crime. But one gets off with a slap on the wrist, and the other one his whole life is thrown away up in prison off of one mistake that he made in life. One mistake. Exactly, Uncle L. We all could have lived with something like that just with a simple fight. Again, I really wish that the knife wasn't in play. Then we're not even talking about this. We wouldn't be talking about this if the knife wasn't in play, ladies and gentlemen. We all know. You think I'd be talking about it if it was just a simple fight? Like, I don't care nothing about that. Teenage boys fight. I was in high school. I fought. Okay. That happens. To me, that ain't no big news. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're playing in sports, it's always going to be a little rivalry here and there, and things going to get a little testy, and you going to get mad, and they going to get mad, and everybody going to be mad. So it is what it is with that. That ain't no big news to me. Hey, big sis, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody, man. Happy Tuesday. I know, you know what I'm saying, it's this kind of some this and you know, my heart goes out to the Anthony family that's going through all this that sentence that got handed down. But I need them to stay strong and believe that somebody gonna reach down and not allow that young man's life to have to be in prison just off of one mistake. Again, I'm not trying to sit up here and say that he shouldn't still have some type of charge at this point, but give him manslaughter, not murder. Yeah, big sis, it's pandemonium at the courthouse right now. It's pandemonium. It's pandemonium, and I can't blame the people for see that's outrage. What you supposed to have, ladies and gentlemen. That's outrage. This is outrageous right now. What we are witnessing with this young man getting railroaded by their judicial system down there in Texas. Again, I think that the lawyers, the attorneys, really do need to fight for this young man because every step of the way, I want to hear what these attorneys is doing. I want to hear everything. I want to hear what they're gonna do to help get him up out of prison. Because at this point, that young man did not get a fair trial from the jump. Big sis, I know it's pandemonium on down there. I know it's crazy. Please be careful. All my people down there in Texas, if you is in that area, please just y'all be careful. I understand. I'm not here to tell nobody to calm down or none of that, but just to think. Don't put yourself in harm's way because of this, because them heathen sons of bitches is waiting on you to sit up here and react a certain way anyway, so they can book you and have you go to jail, and then you got to spend money to get out. I mean, come on now. That all the theatrics really don't do you no good if you in jail. You see what I'm saying? It don't do you no good. So your best bet is to hold your composure right now. Look, it's gonna get greater later. You just gotta believe. And especially, and I'm in favor of the young man anyway, because again, the young man ain't never been in trouble up until this point. So again, I understand emotions is gonna be high. Yes, look, it's gonna be a lot of drinking, lot of smoking. It's gonna be a lot of little big huddles, little huddles, all of that. It's up down there. It's up, right? But you still got to be mindful. Don't allow yourself to get tricked off the streets. Worry about your emotions. So you know, saying you gotta find a median with all this. I get it. Trust me, I'm outraged about it too. But I'm not gonna sit up here and go outside and go act berserk behind it and put myself in harm's way to go to jail. That does me no good. That does no one no good that actually does it. Again, because that's what they're looking for you to do. Don't give them people what they want. Stand tall, stand in the pocket, be cool. Please be cool. Because again, they waiting on the black folks to sit up and really act the plum fool. Oh, they sitting back. They calling back up right now and everything. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, they scared because they know it's about to go up. Either way. Either way. Can't blame them, ladies and gentlemen. I just, it is what it is at this point. So can't blame them. You just hope and pray that cooler heads just prevail and people hold their composure. That's all. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. But if not, then, hey, will I really be mad at it if it's not? No. Because in a way, I feel like they deserve it. You know they looking for a reason, Uncle Will. They looking for any little reason right now. They is not playing no games, bro. Oh, thank you, Latanya, for that gifted membership. Distracted One, get a gifted membership from Latanya Phillips Fishing Channel. Thank you. And Distracted One, whenever you type up in the chat, whenever, it's no problem, but tell Latanya thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you once again, Latanya, for the gifted membership. And thank you for being over here in support of the JB2 Reaction channel. Thank you, thank you. Now, well, now let's switch gears, ladies and gentlemen. Latanya sends another one. Miss T received a gifted membership from Latanya Phillips. Thank you for another gifted membership, Latanya. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. Now we gonna switch gears real quick. Ladies and gentlemen. Now the Spurs had went up in New York and yeah, they bullied the hell up out of Bronson. Yeah, they put him on the ground. The Spurs was aggressive. They was the bullies. They went up in there and punched him in the mouth. Hey, KTC, punched him in the mouth. And there's so much outrage about Trump going to the Knicks game. Why are so many people so mad? I don't know. Man, you gotta be 2 hours ahead of the game. Okay, and y'all shouldn't even trip about that type of thing in the first place because shit, you still going to the game. Big sus, I'm talking about Wemby was giving Bronson all type of forearms, pushing him to the ground, then laughing at him like you a joke. I'm like, damn. I guess now it's the Spurs' turn to smack them in the mouth in their own damn house. And now, the fans sitting up blaming Trump because, see, if it wasn't for Trump, he had to bring his orange ass on to that game. He done fucked up the energy. And I say, wait a minute. Like, whoa. I mean, look, damn all that. We can all agree that don't nobody really is never too fond of Trump either way. But I'm not jumping out no window to say that he the reason why they lost. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Well, you know what, KTC? I'm just hoping that the lawyer be able to appeal this and be able to fight for that young man. Yes, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. No, because we was already talking about it anyway, right before you came in. And I said from the jump, I don't think that he was going to get a fair trial from the start anyway. And it had proved to be right. Think about it. 3 hours, like I said earlier, 3 hours to deliberate a verdict. They came back in 3 hours, KTC. So you know what they told me? They already had decided way before then that he was guilty. They decided it already. They were just going through the motions. At that point, Yeah, and they already now they in the part of sentencing him at this point. Well, they didn't already then charged him with murder. Now they in the process. They still at the court. It's still going now. Now they're about to get into the sentencing part of how much time he's going to get because of the charge of murder. Dig all that. I mean, I just say to my people, like I said earlier, my people down there in Texas that's in that area, please just be careful. Please. Because I'm telling you, it's about to go up like a powder cake around up there and down there in Texas. Down in that area where it is, it's about to go up. I got a funny, and that's the quickest trial, KTC, that I've ever saw in the history. I've never saw a trial that quick. In 4 days, started Monday, shit, hell. Wait, hold on. Started last, what was that, Wednesday or Thursday? And it's less than a week. Now they said when it's now they did say that I don't know. Now here's the thing, I don't know. Now KTC, you'll know better than me. Now with him getting charged for murder, like where would they start? How many years would it start, from 5 to life, or how do that even work? You know what I'm saying, with the charge what they got? What do you think they can possibly give them? Because I did hear one reporter say they could start them out for 5 years to life, or you know what I'm saying. Now again, I don't know if that's really true, but like I said, I know 5 to life, 20 to life. Damn. 20 to life. That young man, if they give him that, damn, he better hope that he does just get the dub. He'll be like 40 some odd years old. Probably get. That young man, I don't even want to put that. I don't, man. Look, I'm just gonna shut up at this point. I just hope that the attorneys actually really fight on that young man's behalf, because, ladies and gentlemen, whether okay, fine, he was guilty of a crime. He did commit a crime, right? I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to get any type of punishment, but murder, though, you could have went and actually charged him for manslaughter. And that's how I know that whole jury was already dead set on charging him with murder in the first place. Yeah, they been knew that they could have considered manslaughter, or the third option was just to be not guilty. For 3, man, come on, man. Yeah, I need to reset. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I need to reset. All right. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Cut the music. Now, KTC say Big Sis is right. It's 5 to 99 years. If they found him innocent, him and his will have to live somewhere else in protection. Yeah, he probably, more than likely insatiable. He couldn't live in Texas no more. Yeah, because them shit, they be worried about the black folks acting the damn fool. Hey, don't forget now, white folks act the fool too now. You got some white folks is some unsavory, uncouth sons of bitches too. So I don't be want to hear, oh, but black folks, y'all just all ignorant. Yeah, all your black folks there, yeah, y'all just gonna go out here and tear your own shit on up. White folks do that too. And they was already acting the damn fool. Go ahead and they went on and threatened Neek at night, said some vile things to her. You feel me? They was already trying to impose their will on the black folks on down there, ladies and gentlemen. If you sit back and watch how it all unfolded, they was already imposing their will. They letting you know you niggas don't run shit. They blatantly let you know. No, you niggas don't have any rights. You murdered a white boy. A black boy, now this is how they're looking at it though, right? They don't give a damn about if he ain't never been in trouble before. Look, it's already evident on how they playing it. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen, come on. I saw right through it, right from the jump, that they was never going to give him a fair trial. You say, I'm not a basketball fan, I'm a Remy fan. Oh, yeah, Remy Ma. Ooh. Wait a minute, I got to find that. Wait a minute, I'm glad that you brought that up, Big Sis. Hold on now, I gotta find that Remy Ma short. Boy, they been dragging the hell up out of Papoose and Clarissa with that one. I gotta find the one that she just do her thing and tell him to go get his clothes. Okay, here you go. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I'm about to share it to my post now. Yeah, emotional intelligence, KTC. You got to have emotional intelligence on out here because, again, it's imperative for these young people to really see a situation like this and actually learn from it. I'm not ever going to tell no young person that they're not able to defend themselves, but it shouldn't take all the time an object just to have a simple fight. Just fight. But see, these young people don't know how to fight. See, that's what it is. Back then, I bet you most definitely had to fight. Because every time wasn't going to be no damn gun. You had to literally put your dukes up. I'm talking about put foot to ass, all that shit. Everything goes. You feel what I'm saying? Biting, scratching, whatever the fuck you had to do. You did what you had to do to survive. It ain't got to be pretty all the goddamn time. As long as you get some type of results up out of it, that's in your favor. But it doesn't have to go to a point where you're trying to take a life. That's the part right there. You don't. You can prove your point by beating somebody to a damn pulp. and make them sit there and think about the things that they did to get to that point. Oh, Robert Greenleaf, I'm always pull the grill on out. I never know when I may pull the grill out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Do a little barbecuing tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, man. I pulls the barbecue grill out anytime out the week. Now, if it's super hot, then I ain't messing with it because, I ain't about to be out there and bait like that. And like if the 4th of July is real hot, that may be an exception, but normally I don't be doing all that though. But anyway, let let y'all see this though right here. Wait a minute, let me go in order. All right, let me go in order. Hold on. All right, let me go out. Come back in. Okay. But I still wanna okay, this the one I want to play first, and then we gonna move into the Remy Ma joint. All right, so here we go. Spurs got physical with Knicks in game 3. And I couldn't agree more because they most definitely hit them in the mouth.
Oh, whoa! Wendy's laughing at
Yeah. Look at the area.
Castle has to put it up. Stephon Castle from 3-point range. Fox gets into the paint, puts up jumper, got it. And the Spurs win. One of those spots from San Antonio.
Punched him in the mouth.
Death on the bit. This New York City, French, Max, B, Remy, always the one, never the two. Told him find something stupid to play with, he picked you. Since I've been gone, it's so crazy. I put a do-rag on and got wavy. I'm that bitch, went orange with the black tips. Yeah. I went Fox on a whack bitch. Drunk off Dom, Poppy on E. Can't keep his rich boy hands off me. Both in the club, high singing off key like, come pick up your clothes. I went deaf on the bitch. All I need is one night.
Man, looky here. Hey, boy, she killed them. And she was talking about Clarissa. I believe that was a shot at Clarissa, and that was a shot at Papoose. Come get your clothes, nigga. Come get your clothes, nigga. Man told that man, look, I told you go play with somebody. Look, Clarissa. Yeah, Max B. She did, Uncle Will. She said Max B. Boy, she stunned hard. Look, she stunned it hard like a motherfucker with that one right there. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yes, she did say Max B. She most definitely did. She most definitely did. So, if that's not taking ugly shots at Papoose and Clarissa all at the same time, and she didn't even take a lot of time to do it. She did it within seconds. Damn. Boy, it sucks to be Clarissa and Papoose right now. Boy, Papoose can't even afford a goddamn ticket to the goddamn Knicks, to the Knicks game. And you supposed to, I thought you had all the damn clout down there, Papoose. Now, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell Papoose don't have money like that to be able to go to the Knicks game? Ain't you a diehard Knicks fan? Damn, you can't lean on Clarissa for the bread. Ain't she good for it? I mean, hell, you've been leaning on her already. Shit, why not lean on her some more and tell her to come up off that bread so you can go courtside? Hey, Uncle L. Hey, if Clarissa got it, then Papoose got it. She'll give her man 20,000. Go ahead and have a good time, baby. Yeah, go ahead, take this 20,000. Okay? Make sure you buy your ticket now. And you got 12 to play with. Yeah, she'll go ahead and just go ahead and get a man 20,000. Shit, it's 8,000 it's only 8,000, Clarissa. Damn. And you know he gonna need some Zuzus and Wham Whams and shit. You know how expensive that shit is up in the damn garden to buy food and drinks and shit? Boy, hell no, he gonna need every bit of that 11,000. You know he got a stun in front of him, make it seem like he really got all the money, but in real life, he getting it from you. See, that's what I'm saying. So, shit, Papoose ain't got nothing for her. She better have it all for him. That's their type of relationship, though, Nurse Petty. She the one that's supposed to have all the money for him, and he ain't got shit for her. Go ahead on. Don't. You better not ask me for no goddamn money. Is you crazy? I'm talking about, man. Now, listen, y'all. Y'all know Tasha K be, you know, she be getting the info, and Tasha K is on top of the Big Tigger situation. All right, so she's coming out tonight. She lays it out on a video, a little short video that she did. She dropped this like damn near 24 hours ago. Major update on Big Tigger's alleged sexual assault. Well, not sexual assault. Assault case on his wife.
All right, so real quick concerning the Big Tigger story, we got a major update and the plot thickens. All right, so you guys know Saturday night our platform broke a story concerning Big Tigger and his wife Alicia Brown. Okay, and so she was alluding to domestic violence. She was also alluding to an affair that Big Tigger allegedly had with his new co-host Francesca. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. Okay, but we have spoken today with the family of Alicia Brown. Apparently she has an extensive past to the point where it's going to severely challenge her credibility. I'm not saying anything happened to her. I'm not saying anything didn't happen to her. I'm not saying Tigger did it. I'm not saying Tigger didn't do it. But what I'm saying is just approach this story with caution. And you guys know that I am very non-biased when it comes to stuff like this, and I don't play when it comes to people misleading the viewers or whatnot. And so we did platform Alicia Brown's family, and all I got to say is just brace yourself. And the only thing that I have for Tigger concerning this interview is that you are a public figure. You have a reputation to protect, okay? And I'm not saying that people's past shouldn't follow them and people shouldn't be judged off of their past. But what I'm saying is, if you know that you have a very public position, you have some very, very big contracts that are in the works. He's due to do some 106 in Park is coming back. BET is coming back. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up for Tigger in the coming weeks. And he does have a clean past. A very, very clean past. He is like the good guy of the industry. And so for this to come out is damaging, it's explosive, it's very triggering. But I just want to know, like, because of the due diligence that my platform did on behalf of you, okay, I just don't understand why that same due diligence wasn't done when the family allegedly tried to come to you, when they tried to give you her background, when they tried to give you her arrest record, all of this. All of this, according to them, was ignored, and it was right there on the internet, okay? So tonight on my platform on YouTube exclusively, we will be premiering a video that is going to challenge the credibility of Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, and some of the things that she's alluding to happened in her relationship. I'm not saying Big Tigger didn't sleep with that woman. I'm not saying Big Tigger didn't hit her. I'm not saying he didn't hit her. But what I'm saying is he has a due diligence to do a background check on who he decides to procreate with, especially if she has 3 prior baby daddies and you have no contact with those baby daddies. That is questionable in itself, okay? So you guys be on my platform tonight, 6:30, I believe it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. Unwind with Tasha K on YouTube, and we just intend on putting, giving you guys the entire story, okay? Because he does have an image, and, you know, no one should be the subject of cancel.
Well, I would rather, I'm going to wait. I'm not even going to speak about it no more because, again, I still also understand that if Tigger got business deals in the making, he's, you know, doing things with BET and this and that and the third. Like, I'm not here to sit up here and be a part of any type of smear campaign on that man's name, right? I saw the woman, I saw the video of her showing her face with the stitches and all that. Again, that's unfortunate. I'm not dismissing that part of it, but it's like, I mean, you're not going to sit up here and play no video like that and then expect me to jump out the window and say, oh, well, man, it wasn't no video of me seeing him actually lay hands on you. So I can't. I can't. You know, the first time I ever watched Tasha K is when she gave Kwame Brown the interview. That was my first exact time when I actually paid close attention to Tasha K. And that was years ago. That's when they found out their birthdays was in the same month, same year, and all that. So, you know, they birthday twins and all this and that. So, yeah, that, like I said, that was a long time ago. Yeah, very long time ago. Damn, that was a long time ago. Yeah, no, because I have, you know what? To be fair, I most definitely got respect for Big Tigger. Always did. And always, you know, he came with his message. So, you know, Carlos say, yeah, she doesn't have good credibility to you. Yeah, I mean, you know, that just to me, though, and unless they got bona fide proof that that man actually did something like that, then that's another thing. But, like, you know, I ain't about to sit up here and completely jump completely out the window like that. No. So listen, Forgotten Kings TV clipped up Mace having an issue with Trump coming to the Knicks game. Like I said, it's been outrage about you know, Trump being at that game, right? So again, shout out to Forgotten Kings TV. This is for entertainment purposes only and to give my point of view on what Mace and Cameron had to say about the game loss with the Knicks in the game 3 loss and Trump coming to the game.
The only big difference of this game was Trump showed up. I gotta be honest. The fans couldn't really get into it because they was too.
EV, I don't have no issue with Trump being at the game, man. I think people just making it way more than what it really needs to be, in my opinion. I mean, you can't stop that man from going to no game, for one. For two, so what if you inconvenience and got to go to the game 2 hours early? So what? Like, bro, maybe because I'm slow, maybe I'm in my little mindset or whatever, but man, I don't give a fuck about no shit like that. These people is trying to tie Trump in for the Knicks losing. They going so far as to blame Trump for losing. Come on, man. Should nothing, not even Trump, kill the juju? Right, that's what I'm saying. He's a Knicks fan. So, I mean, like Trump is not, especially them being in the finals, you don't think you was going to see a sighting of Trump in the first place? So why is people really so surprised and so outraged that he even went to the game? Like, so what?
Hours, outside, had to be there 2 hours early.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
If anything might f up is Trump coming to the game. Trump's coming out. Secret Service is coming. He f***ing up all the watch parties. He says no watch parties. This is going to be interesting to watch outside the game because the way New York is acting, it's like they don't care about nothing. I see dripping San Antonio shirts off. They had the Atlanta Hawk jersey on. Atlanta Hawks been home. They ripped his shit up right off his shirt.
Yeah. I don't want Trump at the game.
I mean, this is highly ridiculous, though. I'm sorry. This is highly ridiculous, though. He still went to the game, though, May. So, damn what you did want to happen. He still went to the game. Like, bro, this don't even make no sense.
I don't want no new people at the game right now. Yo, whatever's been working, don't show up to the Garden and they lose the game. This is what I'm thinking right now. If you got the Knicks playing the way they playing, anything new could jeopardize what we've been seeing. It's just that. And people are going to blame you. People, if you think they hated Trump before, if he comes to this game and they lose, his presidency might be on him.
Bro, I swear I wouldn't care. Bro, Carlos, I swear on everything I love, I wouldn't care. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Good afternoon. Carlos, I swear for living Christ, I wouldn't care, bro. Like, I don't care nothing about no dumb shit like that. I'm not going to sit up here and blame because Trump came to the game and that's why the team lost. Hell no, if anything, they should have really performed for the president and shown what it really is up in the Garden. I mean, I don't get the logic. I'm sorry. I just don't. And no, and like I said, if I was a Knicks fan, I wouldn't care still. Like, bro, they being extra sensitive on over here. No, I wouldn't. Would nobody even give a man, Carlos, you crazy. People here don't give a damn about, man, I don't want to go too far, but man, we don't give a damn about no damn Trump here. We still gonna do the same shit we normally do. Man, don't nobody care nothing about that. Even if they stop some shit just temporarily, so what? So what? And guess what? You not want him there and him still being there is two different things. He still was there. He the president. He can invite himself to wherever the hell he want to. He Trump. He showed everybody yesterday, didn't he? What up with it, Slim? He showed I can come and interrupt some shit because I'm Trump and I'm president of the United States and there's nothing you can do about it. Right. Look, the prices is going down though, Uncle L. The price is going down, but it's still under 5 though. It's going down. It's trying to creep down to 3. It's trying to.
On the line in New York, they're just gonna have a hard time, dialing in with Trump there because it breaks a lot of the things that are going on now. Trump is visited.
Wow, they is using Trump as a scapegoat. Oh my goodness, this is laughable. Mace is really trying to use Trump as a scapegoat for the Knicks losing. Bro, they couldn't just have a bad game. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now, Uncle Will. Come on, man. Regardless if you didn't want the man there or not, though. So they basically trying to say because of his presence, that's what made the Knicks lose. Man, come on, man. That's going too far. Y'all too outrageous with this, man.
Sports in the Garden before but this is not the time. I think if you're Trump, you got to come to game 4 if they win game 3, but don't come to game 3. Why? If they lose and Trump is there, this all goes towards Trump. That's what they're going to blame it on.
You blaming it on Trump? Oh my goodness. You blaming it on Trump. You talking about everyone's going to blame Trump. What? Wait, hold on. Do you think Trump even give a fuck about what people are saying about him being at that game, ladies and gentlemen? Let's just start there. You think Trump probably is sitting back laughing at all you people that's sitting up here mad because he attended the game? Trump sitting up here laughing at all y'all. Y'all fake. Look, all you New Yorkers, y'all mad. Boy, hey, I bet Trump ain't mad.
You noticed that. I noticed. PT noticed. Killer noticed. And it's going to change the outside. I love the energy of New York right now. I've not seen one blood or crip in the whole city since the Knicks have been winning. Everything has been harmonious. Everybody is unified. I don't know who's GD, BD, or anything right now. Everybody is just New York Knicks fans. And I love this for New York. I'm seeing gangsters smile. They're making pop records. This is a great time for New York. You got to love it. And Trump coming in there just makes it too serious. You know how you're having a good time and somebody come in, you gotta cater to them. You got to make it. It's going to mess up the vibe.
And y'all gonna do it too. That's the reality, though. See, you supposed to be a good old boy and buck. You supposed to step and fetch it when the president come on in. Now you supposed to step and fetch it. Boy, he made you motherfuckers step and fetch it. Boy, y'all sitting up there crying like a motherfucker. Trump came in and he made us step and fetch it. We couldn't even do a watch party or nothing because of Trump. Now we lose. Boy, please. Y'all already know y'all supposed to bite down on the apple. Ain't y'all from the Big Apple? Shit, y'all supposed to have bit down on the apple. Ain't no crying. You New Yorkers, y'all supposed to be tough. We don't want to hear no punk ass crying. No. We don't want to hear no crying for nobody from New York. Especially for you, Mace. Shit. Y'all supposed to let that shit bounce right on up off y'all. Fuck Trump. It was all about the Knicks. See, y'all the motherfuckers that sit up here and make it about Trump. Ain't that a bitch? It's supposed to be about the Knicks smashing the Spurs up in the damn mouth. And now, since Trump came, now it's Trump. It's Trump. It's Trump. Y'all the ones that's making it about Trump. Man, forget Trump. It should have still been about the damn Knicks.
I'm telling you, it's going to mess up the vibe.
6 hours later.
All right, Knicks lose game 3. And I'll be honest, that was not one of my favorite crowds at MSG. And as someone who spent $9,000, if anyone was going to cope and lie and say, oh, that experience was amazing, and it was a good one, don't get me twisted, but that was just a weird crowd. Now, I've been to expensive games in the Garden before. I know that there's rich, wealthy people who spend money and who are crazy loud fans. But tonight it just wasn't it. And maybe it was because of Trump.
Wow, look at the brainwashing that they doing. It's because of Trump. It's because of Trump. boy, they gonna find any excuse for the Knicks to have lost that game to the Spurs instead of just accepting the fact that the Spurs came up in their house, punched them right up in the mouth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that with y'all, and I'm not gonna sit up here and placate to everybody else saying that just because of Trump, he fucked the energy on up. No, these are professional players, okay? They is supposed to be razor focused. They is at the highest point in the NBA playoffs at the finals. At this point, don't nothing else should even matter. But you got these old weak ass fans sitting up here crying. He threw the energy off. Come on, man. They just, okay, it's just their time to lose. Sometimes you got to just chalk it up as that. People be want to just blame everybody for some that's Trump didn't play the game. Okay? Shit.
Just politics aside, isn't your purpose to serve? I just don't understand. If you knew how much of an issue it was going to be for people to get into the arena, like
they did. Wait a minute. The Spurs, look, it was. Wait a minute. What was the score? Hold on. Let me make sure I look the score up. All right, I just want to see the score. Okay, 115 to 111. That was still a close game. Shit, like I said, man, I ain't gonna sit up here and jump out the window and say nothing about, I don't give a damn about no Trump being there and messing up no vibe. That's on you if you allow that shit to happen. If you there to go have a good time, it shouldn't even matter about no Trump being there. To me, that's just a scapegoat. That's just my opinion. What you mean knowledge? I'm gonna say my opinion. Fuck all that. Yeah, you can't shut me up for my opinion. It's my opinion. And like I said, I ain't gonna sit up here and blame no damn Trump. That's some bullshit. The fuck? Who cares if he was at the game? Like, I ain't feeding off into that bullshit. I'm not feeding off into that bullshit. Anybody can go to the game. Y'all be the ones that sit up here and blame Trump. Y'all just want to blame him for some shit any goddamn way. Man, that's your opinion. Stick to your opinion, but please don't try to shit on mine. That's all I'm saying. I ain't shitting on yours. Okay, fine. You said he messed up the juju. I said I disagree. I say that people is trying to put too much emphasis into him even being in the game. Fuck that. Y'all can blame Trump. Hey, I don't give a shit. Y'all blame Trump all y'all want to up in the chat. I don't care nothing about that. Shit. Y'all can blame Trump. I'm not going to do that. New York just simply lost that goddamn game. It's just as simple as that. I'm not here to sit up here and put the blame on nobody but the Knicks for losing that damn game, and it was a close one. So it wasn't like the Knicks couldn't have pulled that game out. They simply lost the game. I'm not a caregiver. I'm a realist, though, Carlos. You want me to conform to your way of thinking, but I ain't been that way since I've been on YouTube, bro. I don't mind standing on my own on what I think, and I'm not going to sit up here like the rest of y'all and blame Trump. That's my stance. You ain't got to like it. All I'm asking you to do is respect it. Just like I'm respecting like I said, that's your way of thinking. Again, if you feel that Trump messed up the juju and the energy up in the Knicks, hey, that's your right. I ain't here to challenge you on your points. That's how you see it, but I don't see it that way. Right, he gonna make me agree with his point of view. Like, I ain't gonna agree with that. Again, Shadiati, y'all, I'm not taking nobody's opinion away. You have a right to think the way you want to think, but just don't shit on mines. That's all. Don't shit on mines. We wired differently in Chicago, Carlos. I promise you we ain't worried about no shit like that, bro. We still gonna get it cracking. We ain't no motherfucker gonna let Trump come in and disturb our motherfucking energy. You crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's that New York shit. I ain't from New York. I'm from Chicago. And I guarantee you, ain't nobody here gonna be crying and sitting up here talking about well, Trump took the energy and the juju. You're not gonna hear people here in Chicago even talk like that, bro. Because they ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna care. Bro, Uncle Will, man, we held watch parties at the damn house and then still go to the game. That don't stop nothing, though. Okay? That still don't stop nothing, Uncle Will. They not stopping nothing. You can still have a watch party. Just don't have it there. It's probably better anyway if you had a watch party at the crib or somewhere at a bar that's close by to the stadium. So then that way you can leave the bar and then go right to the game. You still gonna be able to have a watch party either way. Either way. So again, that's just small things though. That's small things though, Uncle L, to me. That ain't no deal breaker for me to be like, damn, now my whole energy is off because I'm not, me personally, I'm speaking about me. I'm not doing that. Now, I ain't got no control over how everybody else see it. I just see it differently. I'm not going to jump out the window and worry myself about no lame ass shit like that. Fuck that. Hell no. Not me. I can't speak for nobody else. That wouldn't bother me. None of this what's going on, what Trump got going on, don't bother me. Why I'm going to let him I'm not going to, man, no, I'm not going to do it. But everybody else, again, y'all entitled to y'all own opinion, but I'm not riding with the consensus on this one because I think it's just a bunch of bullshit just to blame Trump anyway. Right, Uncle Will, because New York is so-called bigger than Chicago anyway. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't look at it that way because it's another way around having a watch party, though. We ain't about to sit up here and worry about no frivolous ass shit like that. It's totally different. You're right. It is totally different. Bigger atmosphere, more people, all of that. You was absolutely correct about that. So you know, hey, shit, hey, don't get it confused now. When the Bulls was winning, them seats was expensive as fuck too. It's always gonna be expensive courtside seats though. Either way. Yeah, dope boy. I know they was extremely high. I ain't even gonna hold you. Right. I ain't gotta be right about what I think about it though. But again, I'm just going off of how I feel. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody. I just don't care about no shit like that. And I'm not gonna find a scapegoat for the Knicks losing to the Spurs. They literally got punched in their damn mouth. They got punked. There ain't nobody gonna talk about how the Spurs was punking them up in their own goddamn crib. See, ain't nobody gonna bring up that part. Oh, it's Trump fault because the Knicks didn't have no energy. You getting punked. Wemby putting Bronson on his ass. Boom. So wait a minute. So Carlos, you mean to tell me You mean to tell me this is all Trump's doing?
Oh, whoa. Wendy's laughing at it.
Damn, Trump did that. Oh, Trump is even on the court. Trump dunking the ball. Ooh.
Castle has to put it up.
Oh.
3-point range.
Trump shooting the ball. He's shooting.
Puts up jumper.
Trump everywhere.
Spurs win. Long spot from San Antonio.
God damn, Trump everywhere. What up with it, Brian? Oh, goddamn. Hey, they beat him up. But look, nobody wants to talk about that part, though, how Bronson got beat up. No, don't nobody want to talk about that part. They're going to overlook the part how San Antonio was beating them up. I'm talking about, he kept being on this damn back. I say, God damn. The whole Spurs team was beating up on the damn Knicks. It's just as simple as that. Now, most will say that it's because of Trump's energy that distorted every damn thing and caused the Knicks to lose. I'm never gonna go that far as to say nothing like that. But hey, to each his own. Hey, that's for y'all to say. That's the reason why the chat interact the way they do. Hey, I ain't trying to beat the chat because the chat beat me up. But see, I don't mind getting beat up on something that I actually, is in my opinion, because it's neither right or wrong. It's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I just like y'all don't know. That's what y'all want to make it like it's belief, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the way y'all saying it was Trump. And your opinion's stupid. And you stupid. Now you stupid. Don't call my opinion stupid. You stupid. I'm not willing to sit up there and say that when the players have to play the game, regardless if Trump was there or not. You feel what I'm saying? I can't do that. But it was funny how everybody panicked. We don't have a watch party. He making us go to the game 2 hours early. I wanted to say, man, shut up. The hell, Trump coming in like he's supposed to, like a boss. It ain't nothing you can do about it but sit there and cry while he sit up there and laugh at you mortals, laugh mad because he came in. Don't you know that Trump is laughing at all of you people? This old fake ass outrage, in my opinion. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian, chill out. Hey, Brian, chill out. Look, now, when I was talking about the Knicks, smacking San Antonio in the mouth, boy, y'all ain't had nothing to say. Y'all was like, yeah, Johnny Blaze, that's right. Now San Antonio smacked them in the mouth. Now, don't you need to talk about the Bulls' upcoming draft? Don't you need to talk about some other shit now? Ain't that a bitch? Damn, I can't talk about them when they lose. Only when they win. Goddamn, Brian, I see already. Goddamn, shout out for being one-sided. Just be one-sided. You just root for the Knicks, goddammit. Don't you sit up here and bow and don't you say nothing against the damn Knicks. We don't care if they did lose and get punched in the mouth. We don't care nothing about that. You just root for them when they win, goddammit. No, I ain't gonna worry about nothing. Shit, I ain't getting paid. I ain't getting paid for none of that shit. Look, I want my Bears and my Bulls. I want all my sports teams here in Chicago to win, but man, I'm done worrying about this shit, man. These motherfuckers just do whatever they want to do. Uproot and go to Hammond, Indiana, want to build a goddamn stadium, dome stadium. We can't get no dome stadium here. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance to get the damn jobs. We ain't getting no damn jobs. So, shit, I got my own goddamn problems. I ain't worried about no goddamn Trump. Fuck a Trump. Trump, you gonna stop the Bears from going to Hammond, Indiana? Fuck, if you ain't trying to stop the Bears from going to Hammond, Indiana, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Hey, Tanya. I agree. The Bulls is trash. I agree. You won't get no argument up out of me. The Bears is who I hold on to. The Bears is who I hold on to right about now. You ain't lying. The Bulls need to really step their game up in the draft. They really do need to build on the nucleus of the players that they have right now. They need to plug in some more. They need to plug in plenty more pieces. Shit. So you right. I ain't gonna even argue with you. The Bulls is trash. But the Bears ain't. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Damn telemarketers. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up on me once again. Chopping on up, giving y'all some content. Hey, we gonna do better than your team, Carlos. Don't you worry about the Bears on over here. Just worry about your old broke down ass Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay? Worry about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting up out the damn South. How about that? Okay? It ain't looking good for your Tampa Bay Bucks now. It ain't looking good for them now. No, Tampa Bay gonna be fucked up in the game this year, Carlos. And I don't think they're gonna make it out the NFC South. Okay? If I'm gonna be honest with you, they ain't gonna make it out. Yeah. Baker Mayfield gonna be hot. He gonna be hot for like 5 games, and then he gonna go in the downward spiral. Yeah, Lance, I'm already knowing, man. Hey, Carlos, man. I know you ain't tripping about him painting his fingernails. I thought you said cleanliness was next to godliness. So at least he goes and get his nails done and feet done. What up with it, Willie? What's the word? So that's why I don't understand why you tripping so hard about Caleb Williams, doing something to his fingernails. Why you mad? I mean, can you please tell me why you so mad at Caleb Williams for doing something to his fingernails? Why you felt that to be so much of a problem, but you get your fingernails and your feet done? Please tell me how you get so upset about him doing it. You paint your fingernails, so what the fuck is we talking about? Like, bro, is you for real? Bro, you paint your fingernails. The fuck? You put that clear coat on your damn fingernails. That's a form of painting. You paint your damn fingernails. What is we talking about? And you tripping about Caleb Williams? Come on. Now wait a minute. Now hold on. No, Rachel, blame Carlos then. No, you can't even save Carlos this time because he started with me, Rachel. So look, take your family up out of it, Rachel. Don't be trying to save Carlos. He gonna still get this smoke. No, see how Rachel trying to come to your aid now, Carlos? Look at her. She coming to your aid. She trying to save you. She like, now you gotta stop. Hey, Carlos, do you, wait a minute, hold on. Carlos, I'm not gonna say that because I know dudes that's heterosexuals that had they nails painted. So I can't say that shit. Not in sound mind. That I mean, do you even? I don't care about his sexual preference. I don't even know. Again, I don't know why people making such a big thing out of it in the first place. Them his nails. Damn, when you go and get your nails and feet done, do you want people messing with you? Damn, damn, Carlos, you of all people should still understand you go and get your fingers done and all that shit. You don't want nobody fucking with you. Just saying, bro. Like, man, like, come on, man. Like, be easy, bro. You supposed to, of all people, be easy. You want to call the man and gag and all this. You don't know this man. So ain't that so I can call you out for saying that because you don't even know him. You assuming. Like, damn, bro. Like, go ahead on. Man, Brian, man, I don't care nothing about that. I ain't co-signing it. I'm just saying, bro, like, I don't give a fuck. That's them his nails. You feel what I'm saying? Them his nails. You ain't gonna hear me raise no goddamn muck about his goddamn nail because he painted his nail. Like, bro, I don't care. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. That's everybody else that's going crazy about it. I don't care. Man, let these people be great, man. Man, let these people be great. Hey, Caleb, if you want to paint whatever color your nails be, man, hey, salute to you, man. Do you, man. I don't care, man. I don't care. I swear. Y'all want me to care so bad. Y'all just want me with some fake outrage around here. Y'all want me with the fake outrage around here. Y'all can look, y'all can have that fake outrage. I'm not giving y'all that. No. Man. Hey, say what you want, Carlos. That shit ain't gonna work. I don't give a shit about none of that. I told you, I don't care nothing about that shit. Right. Do it right. Do it really matter what color? As long as we get out of the damn division and we get to that Super Bowl, man, please. You think that's the least of my worries to worry about his damn what color his fingernails is. That man is on on EA Sports Madden cover. You think he gives a fuck about y'all and y'all opinion about him painting his nails? Man, that man get money. That man get money. He ain't giving a damn about nobody and what he thinks about. We is nobodies to him. Man, I'm not about to waste my energy and time talking about no old goofball shit like that, man. Let that man be, man. Shit. I'm not going to sit up here and call the man out his name. Y'all can do all that up in the chat. I ain't stopping you, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to jump out no damn window because I don't know that man. Come on, he's just a football player for the Chicago Bears. I ain't here to get all personal like that with the man in the first place. Y'all crazy. Let the man be. Jeez. Boy, y'all is brutal on the internet. Boy, y'all brutal. He this. He that. Damn, do you even know him? You don't even know the man. But he's this because he painted his nails. Yeah. Shit, the fuck, man? Boy, y'all crazy as hell, man. Boy, y'all is crazy as hell. I can't with y'all, man. Y'all is losing y'all damn man. Y'all, so wait a minute. So, Carlos, what if Baker Mayfield paint his goddamn nails then? Should I go up in an uproar because Baker Mayfield wanted to paint his fingernails? I'm just saying. Am I supposed to get in the uproar because Baker Mayfield paint his goddamn nails red and gray of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers colors? What if he put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers colors on his fingernails? Am I supposed to get outraged because he did that? No, I don't give a damn. One quarterback paint their nails, wear dresses. That's their business. It wouldn't be me. That's all I'm going to say to that. But I don't care. I don't care. Let these people, that's all they be. Oh, that's his ain't that a bitch, Carlos? But you won't let Caleb Williams be and let that be his business then, huh? You see the hypocritical bullshit. That's why I don't fuck with you, Carlos. You be full of shit. Shit. Full of shit. What shit? What? I ain't. You said don't push it. Okay. I don't know if it's that deep. See, now look, you going too far with this shit now. Hold on. I gotta take, hold on, boy. Y'all tripping. I gotta take me a hot little intermission again. No, y'all you tripping, Carlos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm back. Boy, y'all already know, and for those who's been around me long enough, y'all know that I don't try to beat the chat. I will never beat the chat. But that doesn't mean that I won't stand on how I look at things and how I view things. See, I am a strong content creator that's strong in his beliefs and what he sees and how he views things, right? I don't believe in nobody disturbing my energy. Okay, no matter what the circumstances is, my energy is going to stay the same no matter what. To me, that's giving the other person too much power over me. If that's the case, I'm not going to allow, me personally, no one that type of power over me to disturb my energy. My energy is supposed to stay the same no matter what. And that's how I see it my way, that way, right? That doesn't mean that it no truth to what y'all saying about Trump disturbing the groove. I'm not going to dismiss that at all. But nonetheless, okay, fine. You feel get in your feelings for a hot little second, but then get the fuck up out of it, put your feelings in your back pocket, and let's enjoy the game. That's just the way I'm looking at it, though. I just don't like to give people that much power to say that they disturb my energy because, you know, of this and that, a little bit of inconvenience. So what? Life ain't easy any goddamn way. We all living it. We all living life. No one can say you just got it easy in life. No, it's going to be hurdles that you got to get over. It's going to be obstacles. It's going to be hoops that you're going to have to go through. Hey, it is what it is. But I ain't going to be the one, me personally, going to sit up there and drill on the little shit like that. Not me. And in real life, I don't think y'all is. Y'all just being entertained with it, and I do appreciate y'all. But I know y'all is serious with y'all point, and I'm not dismissing it, right? But me personally, I don't want to think that way, to think that somebody, just because he's Trump and he's the president of the United States, that he's going to hold that much power for me to change my mood and my energy. Me personally, I just can't accept that. But again, if the Knicks want to go along with that to say that that's the reason why the Knicks lost, okay, cool. That don't mean I'm the one going to buy. I'm not buying that, but okay, you know, it is what it is. Who the fuck am I, right? I'm nobody, remember? I'm somebody to myself, but I'm nobody to none of y'all, so it is what it is. Oh, hey, look. No matter what, though, y'all, may the best man win. May the best man win. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping either way. It's all entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that y'all some good sports about everything. I am a good sport. Hey, it is what it is. But anyhow, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Because the chat is on my neck. I love it, though. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. Shout out to my chat. My chat be rocking and rolling all over here. We turned up over here, but you know, it's all good. It's all love. Ain't no disrespect, ain't no malice or anything like that. We just over here tripping out and having a little fun, having a little dialogue or whatnot. It's all good. Evie say, acting like the president can't shape the lives of people. Yeah, okay. Boy, Evie, you a trip. Man, I'm about to get on up out of here, man. Man, I gotta make me some money, man. You know, I done made some money off the ads, you know what I'm saying, the promotions of the, you know, the shoe and all that. But I need to make me some money. I need to make a little DoorDash money. So I'm about to go out there. The sun that went down, sun too. it started to cool off, or I can most definitely go on out there and make me a little money on out there. So why not? Why not? You said, but go off. No, EV, I ain't going off, man. Hell no, I ain't going off. Hell no, man. I ain't going off like that, man. For real, the main thing that I should be going off of is how justice has failed that young man, Carmelo Anthony. Now, if y'all want me to go off on that, I almost definitely would go ape shit off of that alone. Forget all this other shit with Trump going to the game. I don't give a shit about that. What about that young man Carmelo Anthony being found guilty of murder? That's where the outrage supposed to be at. Now, I ain't losing focus on where the real outrage supposed to be at. I could give a fuck about that shit. That young man is potentially going to have to spend the rest of his life in prison off of one mistake. That's where the real outrage is supposed to be at right there. Forget all that other shit. That's just for entertainment purposes and our pleasure to being able to look at a sport to take our mind off of what's really going on. But you can't ignore this. You can't ignore this. There's no way, no how that you can ignore the fact that this young man has, from the jump of this trial, was not fair. It was not fair. It was not fair at all. Thank you, Rachel, for that slap on the neck. For good sportsmanship. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, having outrage, I made sure that me having outrage about something is gonna most definitely count. And this situation with Carmelo Anthony being found not guilty, I wish he was found not guilty. Being guilty of murder, instead of them considering the fact of manslaughter, is beyond me. Again, yeah, he was found guilty today, EV. Wait a minute, hold on, sis. You didn't see it. Hold on. You know, I ain't got no problem with going back to that. Hold on. Here we go. CBS News dropped it an hour ago.
All right, we have been watching CBS News Texas. Carmelo Anthony found guilty of murder for fatally stabbing Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student athlete, during a track meet on April 2nd, 2025 in Collin County, Texas. The jury reaching its verdict after hearing testimony from dozens of witnesses over several days. During closing arguments, the judge allowed the jury to consider a lesser manslaughter charge. Under a murder guilty verdict, Anthony faces a punishment range of 5 to 99 years or life in prison, and sentencing could begin right away since the jury came back so quickly. Let's go ahead and now go to CBS News correspondent Jonah Kaplan on the phone from McKinney, Texas, north of Dallas. So, Jonah, what is it like where you are?
You know, I've been speaking to so many people here, and even if they didn't know the people involved personally, this is still very personal to them. And if you think about any of these high-profile cases, what is it about them that resonates? Sometimes it's the law. Does a verdict show new reaches or new interpretations of the law? Or does it reveal something more about the state of the community, the state of society? And here it's clear that it's the latter. You had two young men, two teenagers, both involved in high school sports, and an altercation led to then deadly violence. How it started, what those individuals were thinking in that altercation, that's ultimately what the defense and prosecutors tried to argue. And the burden of proof was on the prosecutors to prove that this gentleman, this young man, Carmelo Anthony, who now is 19 years old, had the intent that when he pulled out his knife, he meant to kill this young man, this young other teenager, Austin.
Yes. Most definitely, Rachel. He can most definitely appeal this, and if he got real good attorneys, then they already on top of this the moment that they heard the verdict of guilty, right? I'm sure that they should be on top of it as we speak right now. Like I said, my prayers go out to the Anthony family that's going through this ordeal. Again, in my opinion, I don't think that this young man deserved to have to spend life in jail for this mistake. For him defending himself against a bigger individual than himself. It's unfortunate that the young man had to even have the knife in the first place. That's very unfortunate right there. I wish the knife was never in play, and I wish that it was just as simple as them just fighting, and that been the end of it. They do some community service, pay a fine, and then they get the hell on. In a perfect world, I wish it was that way, but it's not this way. But the way that the justice system did this young man is unreal. Threats that they laid out to Black reporters, that's content creators that's reported on that trial, what they had to ordeal. Again, it was a fixed fight from the start, ladies and gentlemen. And they had no problem with letting the Black people down there in that area in Texas know that. They let them know that every step of the way. They let the Black people know down there that they don't have no control over what's about to happen. You gonna let it happen. You gonna shut your goddamn mouth, but we gonna lock all your Black asses up. They waiting because they waiting on them to respond. They waiting on the Black people to get up outside of their body and sit out there and cause all type of violence, destruction, and everything. So you just give them a reason to take you to jail. Hard is easier said than done, but cooler heads prevail. As much as it pains them to have to bite their tongue a little bit behind this, to me, holding their tongue, keeping your emotions in check in this situation, because again, it does you no good if you got to go to jail behind something like this when all you have to do is just control your emotions. Again, I know that's easier said than done under the circumstances, but this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is where the real outrage is supposed to be at. It's supposed to be an outcry of outrage for this young man. I empathize with I really have sympathy for this young man. And again, I hope that his lawyers is, because I'm telling y'all, this ain't gonna rest with me. I'm gonna make sure to stay on top of this case because I want to hear what the defense, what the attorneys is gonna do about this. What is the steps with them? What is they gonna say to the press? I vowed that I'm gonna keep my word. And anything from his camp, from his lawyers, if I get any type of reports on it, I will put it on out here and I will break it down, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I will. Y'all, because again, this right here ain't right, and I hope that they able to overturn it. What you say, Carlos, you not outraged? Hey, you have every right not to be outraged. I mean, I don't expect everybody to be outraged. That would be dumb. I can't expect everybody to be outraged, but you know, for the majority of the people, I do. Well, I already pointed that part out, Carlos. I wish he didn't have that knife, and I wish it was just as simple as a fight. I did point that part out. So I'm not saying that you all the way wrong on that. I do. I wish he would have never had that knife. So that's the only part right there that kind of hurt him a little bit though, because it's like, man, just fight. Just fight. Okay, fine. If you get beat, so what? Okay, you'll live to see another day. Both of y'all will live to see another day. I don't see him. But as far as getting life, Carlos, no. Manslaughter. If he got to get charged for doing what he did, manslaughter, yes. Now I could have accepted the manslaughter charge, but guilty all the way, murder, just murder straight out, no, because I don't see his intent on trying to kill that young man. I think he just was defending himself, and he was just reckless. Why not just charge him with manslaughter then? I'm not saying that he didn't do wrong by still unaliving that young man, but give him manslaughter. Give him manslaughter. Okay, he was reckless. He shouldn't have had that knife. I can agree with those points. Give him manslaughter then. Not charge him for murder. That young man still got his life ahead of him. Oh, for one mistake in him trying to defend himself, a lapse in judgment, he got to still do the rest of his life in jail. Hey, but they did say that other young man was way bigger than him by like 100 pounds, though, Carlos. I don't know. Self-preservation probably kicked in. I'm not, again, these young people nowadays, they don't want to fight no more anyway, though, Carlos. Let's just be real. They'll be so quick to pick up a weapon, a gun, knife, or whatever because they scared to lose. Let's just call the thing a thing. These young people is scared to lose. They scared to lose a fight. So they want to be the ones that's on top of the whole situation. Again, it's just a messed up situation either way, but I don't believe, in my opinion, that he deserves life in prison, though, behind it. I don't believe that. Right, he damn near got about 100 pounds, though, Carlos. Shit, I mean, again, I'm not going to, look, you got your point of view about it, and I get it, and I'm not saying you really all the way wrong, but again, do I believe that he deserves life in prison? No. I don't believe that. Yeah, do he deserve to have to do some type of time? Yes, I will concede to that because he was wrong for even having that knife in the first place. Now, I'm not going to take away that. I'm in sound mind. I can't sit up here and ignore the fact that he even had a knife and had to pull it out because he felt threatened. I mean, again, the knife shouldn't even been involved. Just fight. If you lose the fight, you lose the fight. You feel what I'm saying? But, so again, I do get that part. Yeah, and we seeing right now that he wasn't going to never get a fair shake in the first place then, Carlos. Like I said, them people already decided on which way they was going to go from the way before the trial even started. It was just a formality. It's just a formality at this point. So they already decided that they was going to rule him guilty of murder in the first place. They just went through the motions and they think it's just going to be an open and shut case, but I don't see it being over with though, Carlos. Okay, fine. We have to get over the part of him being charged with murder, right? Okay, fine. It still ain't over with. I didn't know that part of the information, Carlos, that he was suspended and he couldn't go at no track meet. I didn't know that little nitbit right there. I ain't have a clue about that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I ain't even gonna front. I had no clue about him being suspended, so I didn't know nothing about that. Mm. Well, nonetheless, though, he's still a teenager, and I still don't think that he deserves to spend life in prison. You know, you can come up with all that. I get it, but no, I still don't think he deserves life in prison, though. Yes, do some time in jail to because he did do wrong. I'm not saying that he did not do wrong. See, and the people, I understand where the people's frustration is. It's just within the justice system. To me, I didn't feel like they gave him a fair shake from having a jury of his peers from the jump. So you do. And in hindsight, when you become an adult, you think in hindsight like, damn, I brung that bullshit to myself because I didn't have to do this. But that's when you become grown, and then you become more aware of the things that you used to do then. It's like my brain ain't the same as it was in my 20s, my teens, late teens, 20s. I think totally different then. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. In hindsight, you do be thinking about certain things that you do bring on yourself. If you really be honest with yourself, be like, damn, I can't expect nobody to sit up here and feel sorry for me. I'd have run this dumb shit to my own self. He do got to live with it though, Carlos. You right. He do. He still have to accept some type of responsibility on this end for what he did. Now again, to be that harsh though with that's up in the air with me. But again, I still get the rhyme or reason of what you said, because you can't absolve him from any of, like, he never did anything wrong. That knife should have never been there at a track meet. Let's start right there. He don't bring no knife to that track meet and they just have a fight, then it is what it is. Oh, and Rachel, about the Big Tigger situation, I'm gonna reserve my opinion about that, because I don't know what this lady is on, his wife, coming on internet, posting up a video and showing her scars, showing that she got, stitches in her face and all this and that. That's unfortunate, right? But that doesn't, to me, prove that Big Tigger did that to her, right? I need to see more. I'm not so willing to jump out the window about that. If I'm being totally honest with you, Rachel, I do not want to jump out the window yet until I get some more information about that. I did play what Tasha K said earlier about that situation. I'm just going to tune into a show at 7:30 to see what's going to be said. Yeah, I'm most definitely tuning into a show. She going to premiere at 7:30 tonight. So when she premiered, I'm going to be right on over there watching. I'm going to see what's said. But even then, though, Rachel, I'm still going to sit back and wait, because I ain't trying to play myself by talking about all night, really getting in depth into it too early, when I think it's still going to be info. It's still going to be things coming out about it. So I'm going to sit back and be patient about that. Again, if that is to be true and Big Tigger did violate his wife, that's very unfortunate. And that's very bad on this end. And it ain't going to look good for him moving forward, But again, I'm just not willing to jump all the way up out the window and just, believe that he really did that, because I need to see more evidence. I need to, see something else that can bona fide. And why all of a sudden now that type of thing is happening, if all the things that they saying about Big Tigger is true, then why now? Why now? That's what I ask myself anyway in this situation. This man been quiet. You ain't heard nothing about Big Tigger at all. Nothing at all. I mean, the man been quiet under the radar. He ain't been in the limelight or none of that. Now all of a sudden, he's abusing his wife. Now he's stepping out on his wife. It's like, man, hell no. No, people ain't just gonna control me like that to make me believe that right off the riff any damn way. I got questions. And I know ain't none of them questions gonna get answered right now. So I gotta sit back and wait and just be patient in that situation. And like I said, just don't jump out the window because, again, I got respect for Big Tigger. I have no problem with him. They say they warned him. Oh, wait a minute. Damn, Rachel, you said Me Too. She gonna have her family on. They say they warned him. That's why I'm gonna just hold tight and I'm gonna watch what Tasha K premiere show gonna be about. I'm gonna wait. But anyway, I'm up out of here, y'all. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday evening. But JB2 Reactions is up out this thing. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one now.